Hello, so I'm going to be evaluating this Wikipedia page on Taegyo. To begin with, the organization is generally clear. It has a table of contents with labeled history, concepts, practices, references. And as you scroll down the page, it directly lists these subheadings in order, including an external link. I will first evaluate the first two references, which are from a Korean search engine called Naver, which is a commonly used search engine in Korea, such as we use in America, like Wikipedia and Google. Both are in Hangul, so it would not be able to be accessed by a person who is not able to read or translate Korean. Therefore, this source is questionable because it is limiting in that barrier. One can assume at one point someone or bot was able to translate and use information from these sites to add to the Wikipedia page. Next, I will be evaluating the accuracy of the claim. Proponents of Taegyo believe that the emotional stability of a pregnant woman has a stronger effect on the health of the fetus than does the woman's physical health. It states belief and not as a fact, which makes it more reliable since it's claiming to be an opinion. I did some research on this claim and found on the PLU WorldCat website a peer-reviewed article that addressed a Korean forest Taegyo program that allowed Korean couples to practice Taegyo through reducing stress through the healing of nature and its peace. This source shows how in Korea this type of program is created for Korean couples to help the safety of their pregnancies and take care of their future child. Going to address the next two references on this list. The University of Edinburgh symposium is not found when looked on Google, and neither with a further online search, which makes it a non-existent source because it's also inaccessible by the public. When looking for the symposium with keywords, other symposiums from this university pop up, but not this specific one. Therefore, this source cannot count as reference and causes the information on the Wikipedia page to be less reliable. BBC News source directly addresses what the page claims, which is about this topic of pregnancy, which is referenced in this part of pregnancy stress on a baby with cortisol levels in 10-year-olds children that showed a relationship to their mother's anxiety level in late pregnancy. This source is okay on this page in reliability because not trying to argue anything but have more information on this topic. BBC is a popular British public service broadcaster. This company is generally reliable since they are known for their educational documentaries, although it is always good to be cautionary since it's a news portion, so since it's BBC News, it can have political bias. I'm going to analyze another claim under playing sounds. In addition to listening to music, Taegyo recommends that pregnant women sing or play instruments. This is believed to comfort the fetus and encourage healthy, deep breathing in the woman. This also connects to the source link to this statement on Psychology Today, in which this article is written by Janet L. Hobson, who I looked up and found some basic knowledge about her on Google Books to address her credibility. It mentions that she has taught in the University of California and wrote books on a variety of subjects, won awards of her writing thesis. In this specific article, she is talking about a variety of research in fetal psychology, which is mentioned in the Psychology Today, and also supports some belief statements on this Wikipedia page, including being calmed by the mother's voice, which is addressed here. Another statement I'd like to evaluate is, it is common for Korean women to practice Taegyo during pregnancy. This can be supported through this source I found, also on WorldCat. This source talks about the practice of traditional prenatal education among pregnant women and helps identify the factors associated with the practice of Taegyo among pregnant Korean women. Disregarding what is going on in the study, Korean women in South Korea were used as a sample, which shows the participation of Taegyo in this 2011 Date Modern study, which helps support the statement that it is common for modern Korean women to practice Taegyo during pregnancy. The next reference that I'll show you is a Korean online shop that sells children items and is irrelevant to the topic of Taegyo and makes it uncredible because it does not support any of the claims. Reference 7 is a broken link, and I tried using an internet archive called Wayback Machine to trace it back, but I could not find the original website. Reference 8 is a blog that's written in Korean, which makes it have a similar situation as reference 1 and 2, as I previously mentioned, which is limiting in its language barrier. The next source does not even open on neither browsers of Chrome and Safari, which makes it a broken link. The last reference 10, is a YouTube channel that has pregnancy videos but does not directly address Taegyo, but supports how yoga is a physical activity to help pregnancy, which is correlated to the beliefs in Taegyo. Lastly, I would like to address how these ideas and subheadings on this Wikipedia page mention beliefs and ideas that are referenced in the chapter 9 of Religions of Korea, with emphasis on principles of Taegyo in the book by Lee Sajudang, which is called Taegyo Shingi, which is one of the most famous books published in the 1800s that set many of these principles and help originate where all these ideas and beliefs came from. This chapter is written by, chapter 9 in the Religions of Korea is written by Chonggo Sunim, an American-born Buddhist monk, who was a student monk under Taeheng Sunim, in which also, note, there's a lack of mention on the Wikipedia page of who Taeheng Sunim is. Taeheng Sunim was an important figure who helped promote Taegyo in the 20th century. Although it does mention in the page a little external link of him, it's not referenced throughout the actual information on the page. But on the second, besides that, the lack of Taeheng Sunim on this page, on the second reference Korean site, this one, it had a picture of the primary source of the Taegyo Shingi book, which I believe a lot of ideas on that page, including from the primary source, could have been translated to have these ideas in English. In summary, it is a well-organized Wikipedia page and does not seem unreliable, since a lot of information and ideas that are similar and also originate from the principles of Taegyo of Lee Sujudang's book, which includes playing sounds, talking, physical activity, and stress of the mother, but with a lack of references that are accessible to everyone or to anyone. The main issue with this page is a lack of citing quality sources and the broken links. The claims can mostly be backed up with other sources, since they are often belief statements. Overall, this Wikipedia page is decently reliable but needs further input of sources. Thank you for listening to my evaluation of this page.